Welcome back everybody to Squidz Playz Crash Bandicoot N'Sane Trilogy. We are picking up right where we left off, continuing in Crash Bandicoot 1. Upstream, okay, so upstream is that the first water level from memory, and again, as a child I remember these games are really difficult. We'll see how that holds up today. But I mean, even you're gonna hear me harp on this quite a bit, but I'm very, very impressed with the visuals. I really, really like what the guys have done. I think it's just so pretty. It's a pretty game. Here we go. You know, guys, I was thinking the other day, right? So I grew up, you know, watching YouTube gaming commentaries back in the oh wow, that was a horrible jump. Back in the days when, like, you guys remember Machinima? I think that's what it was called. That kind of gaming agency where a lot of gaming commentators used to work. I grew up back in these days, and there was something about the simplicity of a gaming channel back in the day that I don't see around on YouTube anymore. And it could be a sign of my age, right? But I feel like the content that's being produced on YouTube by YouTube gaming channels has become... Why does that keep happening? What's going on? Am I not getting like a big enough run up? I feel like it's become so busy. Like they're so complicated, and you know, I just remember back to the simple days of like Call of Duty commentaries, where it's just one dude playing a game and just talking about the game. I grew up back in the day watching a guy called Woody's Gamer Tag, which I don't know if you guys know who that is, but I used to really like his style of videos because he would kind of rarely comment on the game. Oh, shucks, that was crazy. He'd kind of rarely even comment on the gameplay itself. He would just kind of tell these anecdotal stories that I found really interesting and helpful. And because he was kind of like an older guy, it was almost like a father figure, and he'd give really good advice. And yeah, there's something about that simple style of commentary that I don't see anymore on YouTube. I kind of, oh my gosh, I kind of miss it. You know, I kind of miss it. And it kind of goes back to what I was saying in episode 1 about how complicated even console gaming's become. It used to be back in the day, you could simply you could put a game in your console and you'd be able to play that game. It was as simple as that. You wouldn't have to download anything. You wouldn't have to you know, have all these upgrades and updates and DLCs and all these things. You could just play the game. And like I said, it's not like that anymore. My brother's got the PlayStation 5, where you need to purchase hard discs. So you'd think that the benefit to that would be that by purchasing the hard copy disc, you wouldn't have to really download anything onto the PlayStation itself. But that's literally not the case. Not only do you have to buy the hard copy disc, but you still need to spend all this time downloading nonsense. So something like playing a simple game is no longer simple. It takes a lot of time. You know, you want to sit down and just kind of get into a quick game of COD, but you end up having to spend, you know, 3 hours downloading this update and whatever else. So yeah, I pine for the simple days of gaming, the simple days of YouTube commentaries. I guess that's what I'm getting at in my my long convoluted way. Here we go. You know, a game like Crash Bandicoot requires a lot of focus. So for me to play and talk, especially on a medium that I'm not so familiar with, i.e. PC gaming, it takes a lot of focus and attention. 3 boxes, wherever they were. But I digress, we continue. So I'm actually on annual leave from work at the moment, which has been, I mean, it's a blessing and a curse. Let's put it that way. You would think that, oh, we're already up to the boss battle. Papu papu, all right, let's go. You would think that annual leave is a good thing, but for me, it just means more work at home, more time spent taking care of my little one. I have a little 1-year-old, so it was 10 months. So as you can imagine, he requires a lot of work. So sometimes going to my job is actually a bit of an escape for me. Okay, let's jump. Oh. I totally forgot how to do this. Hold on. He's going to have a swing. And then do I spin him? No? Hold on. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's been a minute since I've played this boss battle. Alright. This time it's going to happen. This time it's going to happen. I'm feeling confident this time. Feeling confident. Let's go. Come on. Okay, missed him, but we didn't get hurt. That's the main thing. Fat ass. I wonder if I can hurt him like now, or if I have to wait. Oh, I literally can. So I don't even need to wait for him to take a swing. So all that has been a waste. Wow. If only I had known. I probably would have. I'd have a few more lives now at least. Let's put it that way. Sorry, Papu Papu. Can I see his pubes? Is that what I'm seeing underneath that tarp? Wow. Attention to detail, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I guess that's the first part of this game done. The Wumpa Islands, the first island done. Easier than I remember. Oh no, we continue on. Easier than I remember though so far. Like I said, the game itself hasn't been difficult. It's the nature of the controls for me, which I'll get used to as we continue to play. But you're just gonna have to bear with me as we do that. Okay, you know, I'm conditioned to always check the back of the map first because you've always got stray boxes hiding somewhere. So let's do that. Are you guys the type of people that always get like every Wumpa fruit, or do you kind of spin them away, not care too much about them? I'm not too sure what I am. I feel like I'm a little bit at column A, a little bit of column B. There are times when any boxes up there? There are times when I get the fruit, and there are times where I feel like it's not necessary. So yes, a life, I needed that. I think that they're oh yay, we got a I think that fucking hell, man. Oh my gosh. This is what happens when you move too quick without thinking. Yeah, the point I was trying to make, sorry, was that I think gaming in many ways has become really complicated. And sorry, there's something I've done here. We are now back. Sorry about that. I've got an MSI gaming laptop, and if you press function and the down arrow at the same time, it apparently enables a crosshairs in the middle of your in the middle of your screen, which I guess is for your FPS gaming to assist you there. But obviously, we don't need that for Crash Bandicoot. So let's continue. Okay. I find the worst thing that can happen to you in Crash Bandicoot is when you panic. So when you're like, I don't know, you're jumping quickly between places, and then you panic, and then your hands start mashing all these keys. Oh yeah, I've just missed a box there, and I don't know if there's a way I can get it. Oh, I got it. Sweet. So this one's all about timing. Boom, boom, boom. Booyah! Oh, far out. So I've got that embryo head thing. I don't know, I can't recall what that's for, whether I need to get 3 of those and that unlocks another like sort of bonus level. Boom, 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 boom. I always find it easier to jump horizontally than I do to jump forwards or backwards. I think it's obviously easier to manage the depth perception going side to side, so I would like more levels side to side. I think that's what the bonus levels are. Oh, okay. I'm seeing a lot of like, gem platforms, but I can't recall how to get them unlocked, or whether it's even from, yeah, so I guess I've missed one somewhere. Oh well. like I said, I just want to kind of complete the game initially, and then, you know, should I decide to come back to kind of, you know, further complete it and get all the boxes and whatever else I can. But for now, let's just complete the game. You know, I mentioned yesterday what makes a good game is having like an archetypal storyline. What I mean by that is a transcendent story that kind of goes across different cultures, different generations, and across time. And I was saying yesterday that Crash encapsulates what's known as the hero's journey. That's where your hero has a call to adventure, and over the course of that adventure, there's a development in their character, and then they return back into their place of security or peace, having accomplished their adventure. Okay, sorry. These levels are so fun. Oh yeah, here we go. Boom. Let's try to get all the boxes. Oh, doesn't really move so well, the old pig. It's a bit cumbersome there, but we're doing our best. Is there a way to oops. Oh, I remember the music from this was a banger. Alright, we go left, boom, boing, 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 boing. Oh, you bastard, and I missed a box. And I got a checkpoint too, so that's very annoying. What can you do, guys? You know, when I was younger, I used to always want to be a game developer. In fact, I was even looking into colleges I could go to for game development, because I love like specifically the design aspect of games. Not so much like the technical aspects of creating games, i.e. coding and things like that, but the design aspects, character design, level design, story development. I guess I'm more creatively minded than analytically minded. So yeah, I used to always be interested in things like that. In fact, I even went to university to study IT, software development and web design, but the goal was to be able to transition into game development, but alas, that never happened. Okay, so this is another one of the scaling levels where you have to go up to the top. I don't know if you guys noticed, but they've got the that DLC called Stormy Ascent. I remember attempting to complete it on the PlayStation, and it was insanely difficult. I never completed it, so the likelihood of me completing it now on the PC probably going to be pretty low, but hopefully by the time we get to that point, I've kind of conquered the controls there, and it'll be a bit easier. But we'll see how we go. Do you guys remember PewDiePie? He was a YouTuber. He was actually the #1 most subscribed YouTuber for quite a long time. I believe Mr. Beast now holds that title. But PewDiePie he started off as a gaming YouTuber, had a really unique style of content, really funny. I used to watch him when I was younger. And the good thing I like with Pewds is that his channel has grown and adapted as he has. So, you know, a lot of the old school gaming guys have faded because they haven't kind of adapted and grown. Oh my gosh, how annoying. They haven't adapted and grown with the times, whereas he has, his channel has changed and adapted as he has grown in age. So he's married now, he's got a kid, and he lives in Japan, and his content has transitioned more to, he does like some reaction videos every now and then, but he does really, really wholesome vlog videos with his family in Japan. And I love that. I love the transition he's made. Got a bit greedy there, should have waited. I love the transition he's made into the type of content that he's doing now, because I guess I've grown with him. You know, I was a kid when I started watching him, like quite literally. I would have been probably 15 years old, and now maybe a bit older. And now I'm I'm 30, and where he is in life, I'm in a very similar position. I'm married, I have a child. Our kids are very similar age. My son's 10 months. I think his son Björn is 11 months old. And it's cool to see. It's like you feel like you've grown up with this guy. It's kind of bizarre in a sense that, you know, you don't know him at all, but you feel like you do, but he doesn't even know you exist. It's a weird kind of feeling. But I guess if I could pick like a dream life, it would be what PewDiePie's doing. First of all, he's in my favorite country ever, which is Japan. I love Japan. I went to Japan for the first time last year with my wife, and it was magical. That's the word I'd use to describe it. We went from Tokyo to Kyoto to Osaka, to Nara to Hiroshima, and then back up to Tokyo. We spent just under 3 weeks there, and it was fantastic. We had such a good time. It was such a beautiful country, so like pretty in terms of the architecture, the natural landscape, and then the people. Fantastic, beautiful people, very polite culture built on respect of others, which, you know, I'm from Australia, and that just doesn't exist anymore. Maybe it used to, but it doesn't anymore. So yeah, we had a ball in Japan. Oh, there's an Ooga Booga there. Can I get that? Yes, I can. So if to live in Japan, oh no! Oh, how annoying. Anyway, whatever. So to live in Japan like PewDiePie's doing, with your family, and have a vocation, a career that does not tether you into a physical location. What I mean by that is he's a content creator. The best part about that is you can do that from anywhere in the world. You're not, you know, tied into a... okay, that's annoying. Can I... I don't know if I've gotten all the boxes yet, but just in case, I'm going to kill myself. There we go, yeah. Yeah, so... Oh, look, they've got a Cordex's castle in the back with the blimp. I don't know if I've ever noticed that. And they actually have a term for what he is. It's called a digital nomad. And essentially what that is somebody who can work from anywhere. You work off your laptop. Ooh, okay, let's try that again. You're not tied to a physical location. And that obviously gives you a lot of freedom in life. And I guess that would be a goal for me. I don't know how I would do it. Currently, without going into too much detail, due to security reasons, I work in a branch of law enforcement, and obviously in that type of vocation, it definitely requires you to be in a physical location. You know, you can't do that from abroad. Which, you know, I'm not complaining. I have a very good job. However, like, I guess what I'm talking about here is the ultimate goal, and the ultimate goal would be to be able to provide for your family, but also do something you're passionate about. You know, playing games would be a good example of a pretty dreamy job by my estimation. How much further up do we have to go? Gee whiz. And yeah, if I could do it in any location outside of Australia, I think Japan would be the place to be. Oh, Mr. Life. And Japan has quite a big, as you guys probably know, big car scene, which I think would be cool to take part of. You know, I like my cars. I'm more of a motorbike guy though, to be honest. How the hell did I miss 11 boxes? So I wasted my life getting that box for nothing. Anyway, whew, that'll do for this part, guys. It was a bit longer than the first part, but thank you for joining me yet again. We will continue Crash Bandicoot Part 3 right after this.